something. For some reason, he can't make
by everyone in attendance as they have given their time tonight to ensure our players can play. Thank you for your cooperation and support. Tonight's officials are Mr. Dearborn, Mr. Norton, and Mr. Trahan. Now would you please stand and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Brunswick High School this evening for our matchup between the Brunswick boys Dragons basketball team and your Oxford Hills Vikings. Zach on the commentary with me tonight, Jacob on the camera, and Bryce Gerrish on the scoreboard. Zach, how do we feel about tonight?
I feel good. They're a 1-7 team, so this should be a blow. But hey, I mean, it's Oxford Hills. They're scrappy. They play hard, and yeah, they're a decent team. Don't underestimate them.
That sounds right, Zach. Oxford Hills not having the best season, clearly, but as you said, they are scrappy, they are fierce, they're definitely an aggressive squad. They always are. And a team like that can win on any given night.
It's true.
Zach, it just occurred to me that we need to get a roster for Oxford Hills.
I'll help with that, yeah.
Zach is going to pull that up for 1 second. That is an oversight on our behalf. Brendan Shaw going to draw a charge pretty early there. Here, Zach, why don't you take commentary for 1 second?
Yes. Well, it's going to suck. Brendan dribbling up the court. He passes to Owen Quinn. Passes back to Brendan. He hesitates on the three. Owen Quinn falls. Owen McGrath with the ball. He dribbles it. Passes to Ryan. He drives in the paint. 1-2. 2 points. Dribbles up the court, passes. Looks like off number 10's feet. Dragons ball.
Dragons will take over on their own end now. Logan Gray inbound to Brendan Shaw. Well, sorry about that oversight there for a sec, folks. We did not have the roster pulled up for Oxford Hills. Now we have that squared away. Logan Gray on the wing with the ball now. Looks for Lay inside. He'll find him. Lay guarded by Carson Stevens. Lay makes him jump. Lay shoots. Lay bucket. Good. 2 points. Dragons lead 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Oxford Hills is going to be able to stop that. They really don't have anyone big I see on that roster.
Sounds about right. Owen Quinn now on Carson Stevens. Some tight defense. Ref is going to ring up a jump ball. It'll be Dragon ball now. No, not a jump ball.
They just didn't get over the half quick enough.
Of course. 8-second violation. My apologies. Gray now into Shaw. Shaw picked up by Jackson Stack. Drives low, Stack tight defense. Out to Owen McGrath. Ref is going to say he didn't save the backcourt violation. That'll be Oxford Hills ball.
Probably for the best. Eat a wide open lane to the hoop.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where you're kind of okay with not getting that call. Ball going to be inbounded here by Cameron Pulkinen. He finds Grant Frost. Frost guarded by Gray. Frost will cross half court. Frost now at the top of the key. Dribbles inside, tries to find the cutting man, but it won't get there. Gray falls on it. Manages to find McGrath. McGrath up to Quinn. Quinn picks up his dribble. McGrath there to help out. Over to the wing for Shaw. Shaw drives. Out to Lay. Lay guarded by Stevens. And they're going to find Shaw. Shaw picked up by Pulkinen. McGrath sizes up, looks to get to his spot, can't get there. Find Shaw cutting. Shaw will get fouled I believe they are going to bring that foul up on Grant Frost.
Great take by Brendan Shaw.
Yeah, we're not that's not something we're unfamiliar with there. Shaw seems to be one of the leaders of the Dragons this year. He was last year. He's an excellent basketball player. His first free throw will go. Dragons will bring their tally up to 5 on the night. Oxford Hills gets their first sub. Grant Frost out. Colton Gendrick in now, number 2. Shaw's shot. Second free throw will go. Dragons take a commanding 6-0 lead early. Just under 2 minutes in. McGrath hobbles off. He may be injured here. That's going to be something we're going to want to watch. Oxford Hills takes a 30-second timeout, trying to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, it's these bad ball handling teams that Brunswick really thrives against with this press. I'm expecting a blowout here, but we'll see. We'll see. Oxford Hills really hasn't got a chance with only 2 minutes in the first quarter.
Yeah, early yet, but you're absolutely right. With the press being led by members like Owen Quinn and Brendan Shaw, those are tight, scrappy, aggressive players. It'd be extremely hard to break them down. And I think the Vikings of Oxford Hills are going to absolutely struggle with that tonight. Looks for the Hail Mary, won't find it. Colton Gendrick will pick it up. Gray is the first one there. Gray and Shaw don't let him cross half, but he's able to find number 10, Cameron Pulkinen. Pulkinen can't hang on to it. Carson Stevens scoops it up. His mid-range jumper from the wing won't go. Shaw now pushing ahead. Looks for the shot, won't find it. Finds Lay out. Lay stumbles. Ball recovered by number 22, Tucker Hilden. Carson Stevens now the other way. Finds Pulkinen low. It's Cameron Pulkinen. Out to Stevens. Stevens corner jumper. Won't go. It fell short. Lay managed to save it. McGrath now on it, and here comes Shaw the other way. Shaw, 2-on-2 situation. Makes something happen. Great shot by Shaw. What a finish.
Yeah, no, Brendan's great at those shots. He tries getting that foul, but he can finish it very well. Like that.
And he's going to wind up with another steal there. Shaw will pull a 3. Oh, it won't get to fall. That was a great heat check shot, though. I don't mind that one bit, Zach. What do you think?
No, I like that. He can really do everything, so I'm fine with that.
That Oxford Hills timeout not proving to be too useful quite yet. Dragons remain on a scoring run that has not been answered. Quinn now at the top of the key, guarded by Stevens. Quinn drives low. We'll get a good look. Won't quite get it to fall. Stevens now the other way. Finds Colton Gendrick, who is going to have the ball pulled away. 3-on-1 situation now. Shaw to Quinn. Quinn's low, won't go, but Gray will come up with the rebound and put it up. Dragons lead 12-0. Stevens crosses over. Quinn looks to poke, but he gets around it. And Logan's going to come up with a steal this time. Oh, is he going to dunk this? Yes, he will. And Oxford Hills is going to use another timeout. Zach, what is this?
I don't know, but hey, Logan Gray might be the dunk leader in Maine. He's at a dunk every single game. He's more to come. He's a great player.
Yes, he is. This is you can't ask for a much better start than this for the Dragons, can you?
Yeah, no, this is amazing. Kind of expected this. Oxford Hills, they're a big football school, not big on basketball, so kind of saw this coming.
Yeah, I think we saw this coming, but at this rate, the Dragons are on pace to win. Let's see, 112-0, Zach. That's yeah, not
amazing math, Cass. Yeah, you're brilliant.
Jacob, do you think the Dragons will win 112-0?
I think it's probably not likely, but never say never.
There we go. That's what I like to hear. All right, Oxford Hills will have definitely talked some things over, perhaps made some changes, but I'm not sure if it's going to be that useful. Ball will be inbounded here by Cameron Pulkinen, who finds Colton Gendrick, who crosses half court. And Colton Gendrick is tied up there, and Brendan Shaw will steal it. It'll be pushed ahead to Rylan Lay. Lay went with a little too fancy there, perhaps. Pernell Amaya is now into the game. Pulkinen got across. First points of the night from Toby Ufero will come from a three-pointer. That'll start the scoring off for Oxford Hills. It's about just over halfway into the first quarter. That doesn't mean good things for Oxford Hills. Shaw now drives, finds Gray. Gray on the wing. sizes up. He'll find Shaw at the top of the key. Shaw over to Purnell Amaya. Purnell looks to get a shot, won't find it. Moore now into Lay. I'd like to see more Lay tonight. Lay steps through, and a nice soft touch finish from Lay there.
Hey, 3 for 3 on the post moves. Hey, keep feeding him.
Keep feeding him, that's right. Top of the key shot from number 15, Jackson Stack will fall. That's back-to-back possessions scored for Oxford Hills now. Maybe they got a little something going. 16-6 Dragons lead. Shaw pushes up the court, crosses over. Finds Lay. Lay now at the top of the key. He'll make a couple moves. Find Moore low. Moore now on the low block. He will find Moore inside. Moore getting a low post touch now. Shimmies. Shot. Won't quite fall. That was a good look from Moore, though. I like that shot.
Yeah, great shot. Hey, 3 for 4 on paint touches. I don't mind it.
It's good space creation there. Purnell Mize will come down with a rebound off a shot miss from, I want to say that was Tucker Hilden. Don't hold me to that, though. Purnell now finds the cutting Lay. Lay steps through, finds Shaw in the corner. Shaw's 3-ball. Won't go, comes off a little strong. Shaw looking good inside tonight, but 0 for 2 from 3 so far. As Oxford Hills comes the other way, it'll be Colton Gendrick over to Toby Ufero. Into the corner. Jackson Stack won't make much of that. Shaw now pushing ahead.
Yeah, that was definitely a foul.
It'll be Stack to win the ball and find Pulkinen ahead. Gray with some solid defense, and Dragons come down with it after, that looked like a football play, Zach. What do you think?
I don't know. Looks he had his hand straight up, so I don't know what to tell you.
Oxford Hills is a football school, so throwing a Hail Mary is not the craziest idea. Corner, Purnell Myers, catch and shoot. Shot won't fall. It's a good look, though. That was a quick release. He had his hands in shooting position as soon as he caught the ball. Didn't bring it down once. Gray in transition. That is a flagrant foul, a take foul. That is something. That is not a clean play.
Yeah, that is. You just can't do that. I mean, there's fouls and there's that. That's just not good.
Yeah. Do you think is there take fouls in Brunswick or in Maine basketball?
Yeah, there should. Yeah. I remember it being called on Owen McGrath last year, but that should have been, and that was just a bad call by the refs.
Yeah, it's clear lane. Porter into the game now for the Dragons.
Seems like the refs just kind of want to let the game play out.
That's fair. Porter in now for the Dragons along with McGrath. Gray backdoor cut. Shot will go. He earns that 2 points right back.
Oh, yeah.
Hail Mary from the Oxford Hills. That hurts to miss, and that hurts to miss. Jeez. If there's an indicator play of Oxford Hills so far, it is that. 2 missed wide open layups. McGrath 3 the other way. Won't go. I believe his toe was on the line, so it would have been.
I would say so, yeah.
And that'll be tipped out by Gray out of the hands of Jackson Stack. We're going to get an inbound here now.
I mean, this Oxford Hills team, they just keep dribbling it right into where we want to trap them. I don't mind it at all.
Neither do I, Zach. They are dribbling the game away, you could say. Big step through. Are they going to call that on the floor or shooting foul? Let's see.
I'd say it's on the floor. I'd say so.
And
I think they're calling it shooting.
Yeah, they're calling a shooting foul. It could go either way.
Yeah, Maine refs for you.
Well, we do love our refs here, Zach.
Yeah.
At BHSN, we support the refs.
That's true. Hey, we're always in need of refs, right? All sports.
And in all sports, if you would like to apply to be a referee, go to mpa.com and just kind of fiddle around there. You'll find it eventually. Second free throw from Pulkinen won't go. Oxford Hills does come down with the rebound, but they toss up a pretty horrible-looking shot.
Yeah,
and
that wasn't pretty.
Brunswick will come the other way. McGrath with a somewhat open lane to the basket. Porter comes down with it. Porter manages to draw the foul. He'll get 2 free throws now.
Yeah, I don't mind that shot at all. He's a big guy, Porter, very tall. Yeah, I don't like it.
Porter's good at those kind of takes, and we're going to see a couple of free throws out of him now. Great free throw shooter. He's shot a high percentage on the season. I apologize, I don't have his actual mark for you, but he's a good free throw shooter. Let's see. I believe Porter is, I think he's 4th on the team in total points this season. Yeah, he is. 4th on the team in points now. And he will sink both of those for his first points of the night. McGrath now on Fierro. Pulkkinen crosses half. And he's going to get that ball taken right out of his hands. Porter in transition. We'll find Shaw up top. Shaw over to Purnell.
Yeah, they're going to hold this shot to the last second.
Yeah, they are. They got no need to rush this. They're in the bonus. Might as well just clear that out. Porter now swings over to Shaw. Roughly 10 seconds to go here. Shaw steps through, finds Pernell Amaya. Question is really who's going to take that last shot. Dragons are going to have it poked away. They won't get that last shot. A bit of a heave from Pulkkinen. Won't quite make its way over to the rim, and that is going to summarize the first quarter for you. Dragons lead by 13, 20-7, a commanding first quarter from the Dragons. I think we're going to get to see a lot of Dragon faces out there tonight, Jack. What do you think?
Yep, I think you're right.
Now, our one prayer is that my phone doesn't die. So that would be very disappointing. Zach, I wonder if we can do some recon and find a portable charger. So my phone on the low percentage that it is. Is it on low power?
Nah, it'll be.
We've put low power mode on, and we're gonna hope and pray that it makes it to the end of the game.
I think it'll last. Who's Robbie at tonight?
Robert Bowen, obviously normally on the call for us tonight. I believe he's lacrosse, so we won't be seeing.
Lacrosse, yep. Great lacrosse player, Robbie Bowen.
Absolutely, he had a playoff game last year. I think he scored 8 goals.
I mean, it sounds about right.
It's got to be true. Brunswick will start with the ball. Alan Swain, first appearance of the night, will check in, and he'll inbound to Shaw. Shaw not getting a lot of contests here. Dragons will call overload. Swain now on the wing. Back to Quinn. Quinn down to Lay. Quinn now with the ball. Swings it over to Swain. It appears that Oxford Hills is into a 2-3 zone now. Something the Dragons have struggled against before. Porter on the wing. Finds Shaw back down. Shaw mid-range jumper. Will fall. That's a great shot from Shaw. Good look. The Dragons need looks like those to break down and crush this zone. Of course, it's the same zone that Morse ran against them a couple weeks ago, in which a not-so-strong Morse team held them to just a 12-point victory.
Yeah, no. I'd say Brendan Shaw, I mean, he's known for being a three-point shooter, but I mean, he's been hitting like a lot of mid-range, so I mean, I would just stick to it.
I'd have to agree with that take, Zach. You know, Shaw, I think he's a great three-point shooter, but he's also just a great shooter. And they're going to be they're just going to call an offensive foul here. Grant Frost with a push.
Way to be an actor, Johnny Porter. Me, he sold that.
Johnny Porter drew that foul nicely. Dragons going to inbound. It'll be Porter on the inbound into Shaw. Shaw now drives down. He'll find Quinn on the wing. Quinn up to Shaw again. Quinn back on the wing. Over to Porter. Porter fakes the pass. Finds Shaw up top. Shaw into Lay. Kind of let himself out of the post there. He might have had a post touch. Now, Zach, if you were the Dragons, how do you break this zone? Do you think you run the triangle? Maybe a high post rotating guy?
I feel like they've ran the triangle every time, and it really hasn't done them justice, so I don't know. I don't think it will matter. I think the points are going to come because of this trap, and this Oxford Hills team just can't handle it, but they should do something different than a triangle. But, I mean, just get it to that middle. That's really all it is. Let the defense collapse.
Sounds about right. Yeah, the real key term to breaking a zone is collapse. Once the zone collapses, it's free points every time. It's barbecue chicken.
Especially if you have 3-point shooters, right? And I feel like Brunswick does.
Oh yeah, a ton of shooters out there. I trust every single one of the players on this court to hit a three. Even Lennox Moore, who we have never really seen shoot a three. I've played basketball at the rec with him before. He can stroke it here and there. Shaw with a good look. It was a soft touch, but it won't fall. Now here comes Oxford Hills the other way. It was Colton Jendrick up to Carson Stevens. Stevens will find Pulkkinen inside. High looping three from Stack. And we're going to get Swain for a foul there while Polkinen was shooting. No, this is Oxford Hills' chance to get into double digits here, which is crucial.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a weak call, but I can see where he's coming from.
And that is a strong back rim on the free throw. Porter with a big save. He'll go into the student section, though. Joe Regazio there to break his fall. Swain now with the rebound. Outlets to Porter. Porter slows things down, waits for his boys to catch up. Lay now works inside. Nice Euro step. Great finish. A lot of English on that ball.
Oh, yeah, beautiful footboard. I mean, yeah, and a great finish, too.
Yeah, nice little hop step jump through there from Lay. Now, Oxford Hills will get over in time, but barely. They're going to get more on a hold there. Looks like he grabbed his hand arm. I think that's the right call, Zach.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Big shout out to Jacob Fallis and Bryce Gerrish for assisting tonight. Of course, Jacob Fallis working the camera, Bryce Gerrish operating the scoreboard. And a shout out to Singer Domingo Sportsad Real Estate Group for sponsoring our scoreboard. We do appreciate that. Cameron Polkinen will hit a three.
Didn't seem like the type, but good for him.
That's the right reaction, Zach.
I mean, he's a big, strong dude. I'm surprised he just hit like a step-back three.
Porter with a deep one, tries to answer, won't go. Good look from Porter, though. I trust him to hit those. Here comes Carson Stevens the other way. Tries to work it inside. Porter traps. Up top to Polkinen again, coming off a three-point hit that we didn't entirely expect. Colton Gendrick now guarded by McGrath. McGrath, handsy defense, but Lay now on Jackson Stack. Stack hits the ground. Ahead to Lay. Now Johnny Porter with a great assist. Jumped up in the air, put it back on the ground, and Lay was able to go up with it and finish.
Great play, but I do have some concern. I feel like it might have been a foul, but we'll take it.
We will. McGrath now the other way after a turnover. Here comes Porter. Porter with a great step through it. Won't go. McGrath there to tip it in.
Almost a sneaky little finish by Johnny, but hey.
He looks behind the backboard to me. Moore won't be able to save it, but it is Dragons' ball. Dragons take over.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that one, but hey, we'll take it, I guess.
You know what? The refs are always right. Porter will come out of the game. Gray in now again. Quinn coming to check in. Quinn will come in for Lennox Moore. Dragons getting some changes. Lay inbounds to Shaw. Shaw pushes it the other way. Quinn now swings to Gray. Inside touch to Lay. Finds Quinn. Finds Gray. Everybody's finding everybody here. Shaw with a good-looking three. Won't quite get it, and that is going to be tipped out of bounds by Oxford Hills. That's one of those ones that you can't really afford. Yeah. It did look like Oxford Hills had Jackson Stack far down the court the other way. They're looking for that quick rebound and Hail Mary pass to try and get a couple sneaky buckets on Brunswick because it's clear that their offense is not doing it right now. Shaw with another look at the three. Won't go, but it is Gray to come down with the rebound. They're going to call a travel on Gray. I mean,
I would call that a foul, but that's just a makeup call. I mean, yeah.
I mean, the question is, how does he hit the ground without being tripped?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really just fall.
Stevens looks to inbound. He will get in a low-flying pass to Wyatt Grover. Shaw hit the floor there, and turnover by Stevens. He tried to put it on the floor. Shaw now in transition. They're going to get a shooting foul on Tucker Hilden. Shaw will go to the free throw line here. Looking to put the Dragons to 30 if he makes both of these.
Yeah, good takes to the rim. Way to stay strong.
Yeah, I think we didn't have a great angle of it from here. He'll miss the first one. But I think on the other side, he was pushed or bumped. You could kind of see his body weight shift.
Yeah, I mean, when I look over at the Oxford Hills fans, they were happy about that call. Yeah, I saw one guy looks like he was praying after it.
I think Oxford Hills fans are a bad indicator of how this game is being officiated.
Yeah.
They're not very happy right now. Obviously, 12 points in the first half so far is nothing to.
If I was a parent of Oxford Hills, I don't know if I would be either. Though, do they really have a chance of winning? Not really. So, I don't know.
Yeah, Dragons get the trap, but Carson Stevens gets it over to Wyatt Grover. Dragons got an energy squad in now with Finn White and Owen Quinn on the ground. Oxford Hills fans are not happy about
hey,
this.
guy in the Boston Red Sox hat is not having a good time here.
He is hot about this one.
Yeah, no, he's...
I think Dragons are playing physical defense, and that is not a sight for sore eyes for the Oxford Hills parents. It's been a rough season. Edward Little beat them by 52 points. McGrath now on, I believe that is Toby Ufero. Owen McGrath's father is named Toby. And they are going to get Owen McGrath with a foul there. I mean...
See, now that's not the right call. That's not a foul. But I think it's just make-up calls at these points.
Of course, the refs are always correct here. We do not doubt nor disrespect the refs in any way.
That is true. Yeah, I need to stop talking about the refs.
Robert is going to have a conversation with Zach after this, I'm sure. Toby Ufero's first free throw will go. Absolute money on that free throw. Jackson Tebow in now for the first time, the sole freshman on the varsity squad. He'll give Owen McGrath a break. Toby Ufero's second free throw, also money. Dragons going to take a 60-second timeout. I think they're probably just giving their guys a break, maybe getting a couple new guys in. Now I think we can hear Coach Clark talking to his guys about calming down on the fouling. You know, some aggressive defense is okay, but when it starts to translate into too many fouls, it does become a problem. Once again, thank you to Portside Singer Domingos Real Estate Group for sponsoring this game. Dragons now inbound from their own half after talking some stuff over at the timeout about the level of aggression on defense. Quinn will now drive up the court. Carson Stevens, the first one there. Toby Ufero guarding him. Gray picked up by Stevens. Gray picks up his dribble, finds laying low. How about that? Tebow over to Quinn. Quinn finds Gray inside. Gray finds Tebow in the corner. Tebow drives. Find a jump pass to Lay, who will send it all the way over to Gray. And that will remain Brunswick ball low, to the utter shock of the Oxford Hills parent section.
I'm sure they had, I don't know if they had the best view on that, so.
The refs are always right. Finn White to Ryan Lay in the corner. His three is too strong. Gray with an easy rebound. They're going to get another shooting foul on Cameron Polkinen. And Logan Gray is going to shoot two here.
Yeah. He's got those long arms. He can grab lots of rebounds.
Yeah, and he's got quite the vertical as well, as we've seen. His dunk package is pretty good. Free throw first won't go. We're going to see Pernella Myers and Shaw back into the game now for Brunswick. Second shot for Gray will fall. He'll go 1 for 2 on the line that time. Dragons total will bump up to 30. Cameron Polkinen pushing it the other way. Spin by Shaw. And he's going to turn that ball over. It's Pernella Myers in transition. Are they going to call a technical foul there?
On who? I'm sorry. I'm not really sure. I didn't really see what he did. Do you have any clue, Cass?
We're going to go to an instant replay we have here in the booth. Of course, you guys have this luxury at home as well. Where was number 10? He's right here. Perhaps he said something to the ref.
Yeah, he must have mouthed off to the ref here. Like, oh. So
we don't have a great angle on it.
But I mean, he was getting up right next to the ref, so he must have said something.
We can only assume he had a word or two to the ref and was punished for it. Shaw now with the second, his first foul. Second falls. 2 for 2 for Shaw. Polkinen will see time on the bench. This is the first technical foul I've seen in a while, Zach.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't think there has been one for Brunswick all season.
And the ref making sure the coach knows what happened, as is his duty. He's making sure the scores table is fully informed of what happened. Shaw now will inbound. Of course, a technical foul is essentially a conduct violation. Yeah, you do something wrong, get a technical foul. It is 2 shots for the opposing team and the ball. So essentially a free possession. Lay now with the ball up top. See Shaw. Shaw to Jackson Tebow. Tebow back to Shaw. Shaw steps through. His floater will go. Another 2 points added on for the Dragons. They lead 34-14. Gray takes it away from Jackson Stack. Gray is going to get an and one there. It looked like he went up to dunk it. Maybe he got fouled, and he still managed to finish it. So
Either way, great take.
Gray with a chance for a 3-point play here. Now, Oxford Hills getting a near wholesale change here. There are 4 new guys into. I guess was Kirby Vaughn. Kirby Vaughn might have been in. I think Kirby Vaughn was in earlier. Gray now with his first free throw, or actually his only free throw. It'll fall. 3-point play for Logan Gray, who took the ball in transition and made some magic with it. Ball inbounded by Toby Ufero, who picks the ball back up. Oxford Hills now with a whole change.
Really bad sportsmanship by these fans. I mean, they're cheering after a hard pick from one of the Oxford Hills players.
Yeah, I mean, I get where they're coming from. This is a hard game to watch. Porter in the corner now, guarded by number 22, Tucker Hilden. Lay now picked up by Kirby Vaughn. Lay finds number 14, Gabe Pernella-Myers up top. Lay now back on the wing. Swings it over to Jonathan Porter. Porter goes behind the back, finds Shaw. Shaw finds Lay. Lay backs down, high post. Finds Shaw back out in the corner. Shaw will take that shot, and that will fall. I think that's the first 3 of the night for the Dragons. They will get up to 40.
Yeah, no, great shot by Shaw. I mean, he saw that hand wasn't up fully, and he took it.
Yeah. We're gonna get a hand check on Brendan Shaw there. Are we gonna see? We're gonna see 2 free throws, I believe. Oxford Hills is in the bonus. Toby Ufero will be the shooter of those, as he was the one that was fouled. 48 seconds, more or less, left in this first period of play. First half of play, sorry. First one will go.
Do you have any kind of words?
Seth might have a point for Charlie.
Shaw now up top, finds Gray. Gray swings over to Shaw. Shaw now to Porter. Porter over to Pernella-Myers. Pernella-Myers dumps inside to Shaw. Shaw shot won't quite go. Oxford Hills comes down with the rebound. It's Toby Ufero. Oxford Hills is unhappy with that. Johnny Porter tried to strip the ball from behind. I mean, that's a clean basketball play right there. Just comes up with a foul.
Yeah.
That'll happen once in a while.
Bit of overreaction from these fans here, but I see where they come from always.
Yeah.
Seth, do you have a portable charger? Is there any chance you can try and hunt one down? What?
We are doing some recon, trying to find a portable charger. because if we don't get one, we may not be able to finish out this half. We're hoping, or we might not be able to finish out this game. We're hoping the phone will make it. It is on 20-something%. Lay now inbounds to Shaw. Shaw goes the other way. Shaw driving down. Probably going to look to take the last shot here. We got only 10 seconds to go. Lay. Looks like he's going to take it himself. Drives inside. He'll get it to go, and that will do it for the first half. Dragons lead 42-16 here. Thank you very much, folks, for joining us for this first half. We're going to see you back here in 10 minutes for the second half of play. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of basketball here at Brunswick High School, where your Brunswick Dragons currently lead the Oxford Hills Vikings 42-16. Pretty dominant first half from the Dragons. They're going to come back out with their starting rotation and look to bury Oxford Hills. Oxford Hills will inbound here. That'll be number 3 on the inbound, Grant Frost. And he got it into Jackson Stack. Stack has it stolen. It'll be Lay in transition. It will finger roll it in, and that's not the start you want for Oxford Hills if you start with the ball. He'll find Carson Stevens. Stevens finds Polkinen. McGrath poked it away, though. That's a great poke to get because Jackson Stack was wide open under the hoop.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't pass it immediately or inbounding it. They were trapped. It's just not very good at handling pressure, this Oxford Hills team.
Yeah, and Polkinen back on. He did not see time after his technical foul in the first half of action. Grant Frost around, and they're going to get a hold on Ryland Lay. He was trying to win a jump ball there, but just ended up getting a little bit too far behind him. And Grant Frost now on the inbound. Inbounds it to the ref. Psych. Grant Frost looks to inbound. He will find number 15, Jackson Stack. Stack finds Carson Stevens. Stevens looks to shoot. He'll get a shot up. Won't quite get it to go. Lay on the rebound. Lay ahead to Shaw. Shaw now down to Gray. Gray up to McGrath. McGrath with a shoe change at halftime. That's pretty swag. Gray does possess. Hustle play by Polkin will end up in Oxford Hills, in the hands of Oxford Hills guard Carson Stevens. It'll be Jackson Stack. Won't quite make contact with anything there. A bit windy, perhaps. Gray now. Top of the key. Crosses over. Drives inside. He will get a shot up, and they're going to call a foul on Polkinen there. That'll be 2 shots coming up for Gray.
Great take by Gray. I mean, he loves those mid-range turnarounds. He's great at those.
It's pretty signature of Gray to size up top of the key, drive low, turn around, pump. The other guy jumps, and he goes right through the contact. First free throw will fall for Gray. And now we have a second free throw underway for Gray as well. Boom. Gray 2 for 2 on that trip to the charity stripe. Grant Frost now up ahead for Oxford Hills. Finds Jackson Stack, who passes up a 3. Quick turnaround, and that'll be Gray on the rejection.
Yeah, it's those long arms. Nothing getting by.
The Spider would be a good nickname for Gray.
Oh, I like that, Spider. Yeah. There's a kid from Gorham named Spider. I wonder if that was why.
Is his name actually Spider?
No. His nickname was Spider.
Nickname Spider,
Yeah,
okay.
I should clarify that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. He's a good player for Gorham.
Carson Stevens now under the basket. Just kind of flings a little something up in the air there. Shaw ahead to Quinn. Quinn with a overhead pass to Lay, but Lay up top to McGrath. Passed up a shot there. Over to Quinn. Quinn moves very well. He's very shifty, but he did just turn the ball over there. Jackson Stack has the ball ripped away. Now it's Gray 1-on-3. Not his fault there. 1-on-3 situation is pretty much always a bucket. You just surround the one guy, and then whoever looks the most open dumps it in. Shaw now dribbles up the court. Jackson Stack is the primary defender there. Carson Stevens tried to jump a pass to Lay there. And they're going to get him on a pretty blatant foul there. Are they seriously going to call a foul on Ryland? They're calling a charge there, apologies, on Ryland Lay.
Do I think that should have... I'm done talking about the refs, but he had put his arm around, and he used it as leverage to get around the guy. I mean, it goes... not really. I was going to say it goes both ways, but not really.
I mean... Could go either way.
And the slap kind of gave it away.
I think the slap came first.
I think if you hear a foul before you see it, it's kind of like, I don't know.
That's a good point, Kaz. I like that.
Dragons are going to wind up with possession there. Shaw inbounded. Gray inbounds to Shaw. Shaw crosses half court. Quinn runs off a screen there and gets open. Dragons in a motion offense now. Shaw in the corner goes low. Grant Frost was the one he came around, and that's a hard look because he's directly under the hoop and he had to just throw something up. Jackson Stack got it poked away by Quinn, and it will end up Oxford Hills ball still.
Not the best take by Brendan, but I can see what he's doing, just trying to draw the foul. I like it. I don't mind it at all.
I think he thought he was in a different position than he was, and he left the ground and really had no other option just to try and throw something up. That's better than a travel violation. Oh, Alan Swain with the behind-the-back poke. That's the most annoying move in basketball when it happens to you. You think you're around somebody, and all of a sudden, boink, the ball is flying out of your hands. Gray with a nice bucket there.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he fouled Gray right there. All right, they get that mid-range shot.
Finn White with an interception. McGrath finds Swain low. Swain crosses over. That ball stayed low. Gray now with possession. Finds Finn White. Finn White drives low. Wraparound pass to Gray. Tweener.
Hey.
Brendan Shaw. Three-pointer won't go. And Oxford Hills come down with the rebound on that one. That rebound was Colton Gendrick. That is a disrespectful play there.
Yeah.
From Brendan Shaw.
I mean, hey, great thinking though. Disrespectful, but I mean, great thinking.
Yeah, he just threw it off his back while he was out of bounds. All right, Shaw. Attaboy. Shaw now in the front court. Finds Swain. Swain back over to Shaw. Shaw plants that foot. Drives. Steps through. McGrath. Gotta say, that's McGrath's favorite shot, man. Take a couple dribbles inside, get to the center, put a little something in the air.
I get that, like, not trying to be selfish, but I feel like Owen McGrath needs to take more shots. I mean, he's a beautiful mid-range shot.
He does, and that will be Cameron Polkinen. Shaw tried to draw a charge. We're gonna see Declan DeBurge and Gabe Purnell in for the first time. That was a poor pass from Logan Gray that was intercepted. Polkinen will pull a three-pointer. Strong off the back rim. Rebound done, or received by Oxford Hills. Jackson Stack. That'll come off the foot of Owen McGrath and into the grandmas. No grandmas were harmed in the making of this production here, thankfully. Oh, although that was a close call. That was as close as we've seen, I think, so far today. What do you think, Zach?
That was very close. Yeah, I mean, that was one bleach share away from him.
Gabe Purnell now picks up Colton Gendrick. Gendrick now down to Stack. Stack takes a step back three in the corner, and that will fall. Yeah, that was a good shot. Yep, good look. Purnell Amaya is now over to White. White holds. They're gonna call a charging foul there. That one was pretty obvious, Declan.
Yeah, I'd say that was a charging foul.
And Declan's first action of the game will be the charge foul. Oxford Hills run the same plays in football that they do in basketball. It looks just to be a Hail Mary every time. And a pretty rough air ball there from Stevens. Finn White comes down with it. And good handles, and he draws the foul off Jackson Stack. Great playing from Finn White there.
Number 11 is supposed to be their best player, but I mean, he just really has not been having a good game.
Carson Stevens, yeah, this has not been his night. Despite not having a great night, you can still tell that he is one of their better players. The way he moves, takes shots, confident player. Seems like a good player. Declan DeBurge inbounds to Gabe Purnell. They're going to get into a 5-out look. And Swain had it poked away. That, I don't know, the ball was tipped pretty clearly, sir. I don't know. Well,
It's fine. Down by a lot. I mean, we shouldn't really be arguing.
yeah, 27-point lead now for the Dragons. Cameron Polkinen is going to be the one to inbound here. He will find number 12, Rowan Polkinen low. I can only assume they're brothers. How many Polkinens could possibly live in the Oxford Hills region? They're going to ring up Rowan Polkinen for a travel there.
What's the other Pokemon?
Cameron.
What number?
10.
10. Yeah, not Highland.
Purnell. Purnell up to Swain. Swain keeps the ball high above Pulkkinen. Over to Purnell Amaya now. Amaya dribbles in, finds the cutting Declan DeBurge, and Declan wanted a foul call there. Moore with a nice dish to Swain, whose three will fall. That was a great play from Moore and Swain. Moore with a backhanded dish, and that is not the play you want to follow up with by Oxford Hills. They threw it ahead off the back of Colton Jendrick, and it falls out of bounds.
Shot hit by St. Joe's commit. Alan Swain commit there for baseball. Great pitcher. He knows how to throw a nasty knuckleball. And yeah, he's a spot-up shooter.
Yes, he does. Knuckleball Swain. Moore catches it at the top of the key. Backs down. Here he finds Swain again. Swain will pull another one. Won't fall, but it's a great look. Declan in the corner. DeBurge. Green light from DeBurge. What a shot. Great look, great shot.
This student section is coming alive. These three-pointers are amazing.
Dragons haven't shot the ball too well recently. They've missed a lot of threes against Lewiston. Purnell Amaya is now to Declan DeBurge. Another great sequence from the Dragons. The Dragons are stringing together some sequence. That's the same thing I just said. Dragons are stringing together some awesome buckets here. They're going to call a jump ball, which will go to Oxford Hills.
Yeah, hey, great. I mean, I think he was really pushing off of the arms. I'd watch that for the refs, but yeah, great D by Finn and who's helping there? Gabe. Finn and Gabe.
Yeah. Inbound had some miscommunications. Pulkkinen will end up with it. He steps through, and that's a nice finish from Pulkkinen. You know, credit where credit is due. That's a solid bucket. Purnell Amaya now leads the Dragons the other way. Dragons holding a 33-point lead currently. Play design goes to the Alan Swain. Finn White. Now to Declan in the corner. He's going to try another one. That one won't end up falling. Pulkkinen the other way. That's a late call there.
Yeah, it looks like all ball to me, but like I said, down by quite a bit. Like, give him something. I don't mind it. Just being generous, you know.
Yeah, 25 points is a pretty low number so far. Still plenty of time for Oxford Hills to make a little magic happen, though. Can't rule anything or anybody out. First free throw from Cameron Pulkkinen will fall. I think Pulkkinen is definitely one of their stronger players. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this game, I would say, he must be on the bench, but I don't remember what number it was. I'd say number 10. Yeah, number 10, number 11, I think. You just said by the way he moves, he's probably one of the better players. I mean, it's hard to see with this Dragons defense.
Yeah, Dragons defense has set up a fort and let nobody into it. And DeBurge catches at the top of the key, swings it just a bit over Purnell Amaya's head, and that will end up hitting the derriere of Joelson Malongo, who is just entering the student section. He is a bit late to this game, but he's here. Took a seat at the top of the student section. It's kind of a rare maneuver. Now, here we go. Grant Frost the other way to Rowan Pulkkinen. A high arcing three. And that is going to end out the third quarter here. Dragons lead 58-28. Jacob Fallis, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
I think a really strong game for the Dragons, both offensively and defensively, you know. Very little critiquing to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I would have said. It's kind of a useless film game for the Dragons because you go back and look at this and you're like, maybe we foul a little less. That's really the only thing I can think of. Maybe foul like a little bit less, but other than that, I don't mind the fouls. It's coming straight out of aggressive defense. And this means the Dragons are gonna close out their win in the fourth quarter, I believe. Do we want to go ahead and put the camera on that cheerleader? Oh, we can see it. We can see it. The cheerleaders have elevated a person. This is a nice trick. They're trying to get a basket to shot, and they'll get it. That'll be points for the cheerleaders, I believe. They have recruited a couple younglings to come make those shots.
Yeah, Riley Cushman.
You got a couple texts saying the audio is really weird. That like sounds like helium. That's what you got.
We're not sure what's happening with the audio. We're trying our best to work it out. If it sounds a little like helium, we apologize. We hope you can continue to enjoy the game either way. Pernell Amaya's on the wing, jumps through, finds Declan DeBurge underneath. DeBurge couldn't find Tebow. It'll be a turnover. And Oxford Hills will take over. The audio does sound a bit helium-y. What if we try unplugging and replugging the microphone in? That may or may not have fixed it. My guess is it didn't, but it's possible. Now here's hoping. Just working through some technical difficulties here, apologies. I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna play this here. Do we? Anybody have any ideas? Zach, you got anything?
Nah, I'm not good on audio.
All right. Well, all we have is helium audio for you folks now. Swain, 3. Won't fall. Dragons have been at 58 for a little while now. That is what they ended the third quarter at, sorry, and that's what they'll stay at for a little bit here. Air ball there from Oxford Hills. Jackson Tebow takes over. He'll push it the other direction. We won't be offended if you choose to mute this. This audio issue is stemming from the headphones we're operating with. Swain, corner 3. Won't fall. Moore can't come down with the rebound. Here comes Toby Buffiero the other way. Tebow almost had the steal there, and Oxford Hills will throw it into their own backcourt. That will be a backcourt violation. You take this 1 second.
I think it might be the portable charger. I don't know why, but
You take that. Just have the phone streaming as high as you can. All right, we have made a few adjustments there. May or may not be better. If it's not, we're sorry, and we hope you can forgive us here. We're gonna go ahead and. Right. Do you want to update the area Dragon timeout, T.
I think it's worse now. Wait, is your phone still on low power?
no, we turned it off.
Any tabs open? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Well, I think we may have made it worse through some adjustments, but we'll finish out the last 4 minutes and change of this game and then go back to the drawing board. We do have nice newer headphones that we haven't been able to use this game as the adapter cord is not with us, and we also don't have the app set up quite yet for myself. But next game we can promise better audio quality. That'll be Kirby Vaughn with the and one. Kirby Vaughn, first free throw. Won't go. I guess that was his only free throw. It was rebounded by Rowan. Who was that? That was Keegan Ridley. Haven't seen much from him this game. Porter crosses over. Tebow, floater. That'll go. Freshman getting on the board for Brunswick. Jackson Tebow, welcome. Now here is Rowan Pulkinen. Rowan hands it off to Derek Tibbs with a beautiful mid-range shot to cut the lead down to 24. Declan DeBurge out to Jackson Tebow. His three won't go. Finn White with the rebound, or Declan with the rebound, but he got fouled as he made contact. So they're not going to give Finn White his 2 points there. Instead, we're going to have Declan DeBurge inbounding. So I think we're going to go ahead and assess that the audio technical difficulty stemmed from a portable charger and low power mode being attached to our streaming device. And we've turned those off, but it may just be messed up until we restart the stream. For that, we apologize. And yeah, we're going to work on that in the future. Thank you to Portside Singer Domingo's Real Estate Group. Declan DeBurge up for the and one. As I was saying, a big thank you to Portside Singer Domingo Portside Real Estate Group for sponsoring our scoreboard. It's been great to have this season. It's crucial for games like these when we can't properly communicate what the score is. Goes ahead and shows it right for you. Dragons lead 62-36. Declan DeBurge taking his sole free throw after the basket was good. It'll go. That'll put DeBurge up to 8 points in the night, I want to say. Derek Tribus now the other way. Wow, that was a play. Wyatt Grover hit the floor hard. Still managed to get a nice pass off. Derek Tribus now finds Wyatt Grover, who just did, I don't even know what he did. Derek Tribus now drives low, gets it's either a pass or a shot, and I don't think it was either, honestly. Swain now the other way. Alan Swain of Brunswick High School, number 30, over to Jackson Tebow, the true freshman, into Finn White. Finn, they're going to say no foul there. Finn went out of bounds. It was Quincy Edson on defense. And Derek Tribus will now inbound for Oxford Hills, likely going to Noah Wilson, number 23. Dragons take over. Alan Swain now drives down. Swain crosses over. Finds Jackson Tebow. Tebow will see Finn White. Finn White into Lennox Moore. Over to Declan DeBurge. His two-pointer can't go, but it's back out to Lennox Moore, who pops up a shot, gets his own rebound, and they're going to call a foul now. Lennox Moore will be taking 2 free throws. Do you think the Dragons are going to score 70 this game, Zach?
Probably not. They're gonna hold the ball.
I just watched back the audio of this game. It is horrible. Not the biggest second half performance from the Dragons. What was the score at halftime, Zach? Was it 52-25?
Yeah, maybe it's 54, because I remember the score was just like stuck there for a little bit.
That's right. Dragons not with the biggest third or fourth quarter performances so far, but they have kept Oxford Hills at bay. Oxford Hills hasn't had a good first, second, or third, or fourth quarter performance so far. There we go. There's a nice little something. Keegan Ridley received a nice pass inside and was able to get a little something going. I like Keegan Ridley's shoe game. It matches the uniform nicely. Finn White passes up the open look. Now he gets it back. He's going to shoot it. Just a bit strong. It'll find the backside of the rim, and Oxford Hills takes over. That'll be Ridley with another shot. Finn White ahead. Gets a little something up. Won't go. Declan DeBurge couldn't finish it. Out now to number 5, Derek Tribus. Great pass to Keegan Ridley ahead. This is the best I think that we've seen Oxford Hills play so far. They're up to 40. Jackson Tebow now receives the inbound pass from Alan Swain. Tebow, top of the key, over to White. White on the wing. Into Moore. White on the wing, finds Tebow. Tebow over to Moore. Moore missed Finn White there. Tebow for 3. Won't fall. Declan DeBurge works it back over to Tebow, who finds Lennox inside. Lennox is going to give a little post fake, bank it off the backboard. That's a great bucket. Dragons up to 67 points. Wyatt Grover, guarded by Tebow. Shot went up there from number 23, Noah Wilson. Dragons are going to dribble this one out, and that will be a win in the books for the Dragons. Great work overall. Dragons win 67-40. Jacob Fallis on the camera, Bryce Gerrish on the scoreboard, Kaz Kosinski and Zach Wintle on the commentary, signing off for now. We're going to work on those audio issues, hopefully get them resolved, and see you back here tomorrow night.